Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4, the post-commentary episodes. So this next area is a little tricky. Not too hard, but it's going to be a little bit more different. It's a little bit more, I do this way more tactical. Right here. Pause, pull out your rifle. Either one, hopefully the semi-automatic, because you'll really need the speed. Try not to use all your ammo, but I end up using it all. So, and that's my cursor. But you will get more. But you need to try and keep as much as you can for a certain section of this area. Right here, just start taking these guys out without getting shot. Alright, then to the left, you are going to have these guys with shields. If you aim it right, you can shoot through their shield and shoot their head. It's exactly what you need to do. Because they will run up to you and they will kill you. They will box you in, and then you'll have those guys with the crossbows shooting at you with flaming arrows. Not a fun afternoon. So shotgun, just use the rifle. Try not to use all of it if you can. But then the two guns that I really suggest using in this first part are the TMP and the shotgun. There is a good reason why I am very tactical in this area. And that's because when I played this game again on my PC, like I am now, I was playing it a couple of months ago, you know, the playthrough that really sparked me to really want to start LPing this. I got to this part and pretty much had no ammo for anything. I don't know how that happened, because obviously this time you see that I have a lot of ammo. Don't know how that happened. I probably was. The PC controls are admittedly awkward. Using the PS3 controller, the thumbsticks are a little bit more wild than the GameCube was ever. So it's a little different feel, and then the first time I played, the first couple times I played, I had to really get used to that. It's still not the easiest thing to play with, but I mean, it's a lot better than using a keyboard, but it's still not amazingly easy. The controls are not incredibly easy with this controller. I probably should have used my 360 controller, but I need to buy a new 360 controller. I prefer that controller to use for most things, like this game, for example, just because the thumbsticks I like a lot better. But I kind of can't, since I have two controllers. One's a wireless, which buttons stick, and the other one's wired, which the buttons stick. So I need new 360 controllers. But anyways. This part is really divided into three separate areas. The first part we just did. The second part, as you can see, it's going to be downstairs, right up here, and then the third part is upstairs. The first part, use the rifle right away just to get rid of most of those guys so that you don't die. Still part of the first part, then just switch over to the shotgun because they will get close to you. For example, you are fighting in a very confined area, so if you have two guys in front of you and you shotgun them, you're going to hit both of them, so at least you have the coverage. You can also use your TMP, but it's not really too much of a battle. The second area right here, well, we'll get to it. You can use your TMP and your shotgun. I mean, that's what I really suggest to use. There also may be some guys on the stairs. That's what I was looking for. Sometimes I have them there, sometimes I don't. But there is this guy right here that you need to take care of regardless. Really not too hard, but you're probably also not really expecting him to be there. So it's going obviously for a little bit more of a scare tactic. Sorry, this room, it's got a little bit of a puzzle to it, but it's not really that bad of a puzzle. Yeah, I mean, You do have these switches. You have to put her on one of them and then put yourself on the other. Then once it's triggered, enemies are going to start coming right through that door, right there in front of you, and then that hole they're going to drop down that you just saw. But it's kind of like before in the village when that car was coming at you. If you walked backwards up that hill facing that door that you had come through, those enemies won't spawn until you turn around, because that's just how this engine works, because this game was made for the GameCube. You have to remember that. So this works in a similar fashion. If you go through that door and go out, they're going to start jumping right away. If you stay in this room or that door stays open and you're on this side of the room, they will drop down eventually. Now you see that how the door was shaking? That's how you know they're hitting it. If you gently push open that door, nothing's going to happen. The door is going to open. But if you violently kick open the door, because you do have two different ways to open that door, you will hurt them. They will get hurt from the door. It's not much, but it is something. So just pop open that door and chuck some grenades. And admittedly, a flash grenade probably would have worked better for me, but that's not what I used. I like how she's ducking. If I'm going to throw an incendiary grenade at you, ducking's not going to help, honey. Just saying. You're going to get burnt to a crisp whether you like it or not. Alright, there we go, finally. They take a minute to pop down when you stay in the room. But, nothing that you can't handle, because now you're kind of in the good position where even if they do come to the door, you can shoot them and you can shoot this thing, this Las Plagas. Another thing that you could do is just quickly pop open that door, flash grenade it, run out to the right or the left, and stay in that hallway or run up the stairs and shoot them as they're coming up the stairs. That is one way to do it, or the way that I'm obviously showing you guys how to do right now is what I chose to do. Bad phone. I gotta take this. Sorry about that. So, well, yeah, for you guys it's like a split second. For me it's like about 10-15 minutes now. Yeah, so those choices I said, run or stay in here, they're both viable. Just don't get stuck in like the doorway or stuck in the middle, because like when I say middle I mean like right here, because you will die. Or you'll get severely hurt. You may not necessarily die, but you know. But this door does act like a good barrier because they don't always open it right away. So it takes a minute. Just make sure you've got space and you've got ammo. Once you do that, you're about ready to move on to, well, no, I take that back. You still have him. Which, by the way, if enemies are on stairs and you shoot them, they will drop. It's funny. Yeah, you can't hear the noise of them shooting, but there are those two snipers up there. And then we got him to take care of. So you do still get surrounded. You know, the tactic of running up here, you still have to deal with those guys with the arrows. So that is something that you're going to need to take care of right away when you run up here. So I would suggest like running towards this crank, shooting them, and then, you know, dealing with it, the rest that come up. Because it's not as simple as it looks. It's really not. Alright, so now, but we're on to the third part, I should say. But before I get into that real quick, I run up here to the left because I did notice that when I had shot the crossbowman, he dropped something. TMP ammo. Can't go wrong with more ammo, right? Way more ammo. Ammo for days. Let's go with that one. Ammo for days. And then on the right, there's also going to be more another vase to break. Vase, V-A-S-E. Someone's texting me now. Lovely. Right here, first aid spray. Grab that. That's kind of rare. You can buy them on shops. You can buy one every like couple of shops or one every map, and they cost like 10,000 pesetas. So try and save them for like when you really need them, if you can even afford them, or you want to buy them. Anyways, she's pointing to those cranks. She says, I can do that, and so you pretty much have to protect her. This is where a rifle comes into play, because you have the precision with the rifle, but you don't with the shotgun or a TMP, and you can't risk hitting her. So she needs to go to two levers on the left and the right. She needs to fully crank them, and then you need to get her back down while protecting her, and protecting yourself, because the guys will be running towards you to try and kill you. That is a very possible situation as well. So right away, just start shooting. I mean, that's literally all you gotta do. Try and aim for the head mostly, but it's okay if you don't. And then also don't forget that if they do pick her up, you're not totally screwed. You still have a chance to shoot them and get them off. You're screwed if they go through one of the doors. That means it's a game over. Also, try not to use your rifle ammo on these guys. I tried to shoot the one guy that was in front of me because, well, he was right in front of me, and I wanted to try and shoot him, but I missed. So there's that. Oh, there she gets the first crank here. Yeah, I know what I say, try to use your shotgun, but for me, it was just easier to not have to pull my gun out completely and, yeah, reload it, shoot. This guy, though, on the other hand, we will just take care of him with our pistol, and I kicked him. That's when I said just screw it and just pump you full of shots. Right here, though, is where I make my fatal mistake, because I'm trying to shoot him with my pistol, which you can sufficiently do, but then that happens. I shot him and knocked him down, but I shot her in the process, meaning I just killed our target. I just killed the president's daughter. Now, luckily, you don't have to restart the whole area. If you die before the crank goes up, or I think it's either the crank goes up or the stairs go down, you have to start this entire thing over back from the first door. Yeah, you have to start all the way over. Thankfully, I don't remember which one triggers the quick save, but thankfully that's not the case for us. I had already, we had already been up here. It quick saved, yada yada yada. I know, not really great commentary today, guys. I'm sorry. But it's also mostly the video that you guys want. Not always necessarily the commentary, even though the commentary is what drives my videos. Alright, so she says, protect me, Leon. At least you guys don't have to hear her scream, Leon, help! At least you guys can forgo that. I missed. I end up missing quite a bit, surprisingly. Or I guess more than I thought. And then this time, I remembered that they were coming, and that they'd come faster than you think. Pulled out my TMP, thankfully, trying to save that rifle ammo. And then I was thinking about using my TMP to shoot him. But then I remembered what happened right before. And I shot her, and the TMP is even worse for accuracy. So I thought, let's not do that. Let's keep her alive this time. Keeping her alive is probably something that we should do. It's a priority. Let's go with that. It's a priority. But this part's not too hard, especially if you've got decent aim and a little bit of ammo. There she goes with the first one. It did seem like she got the first one up faster last time, only because she only got picked up once last time, whereas this time she did get picked up twice. This, oh, I missed, but I ended up not trying to. I missed twice, and then I just said screw it because I'm not even gonna try and bother and waste all my ammo for this guy that's right in front of me. Um, if they are way before her, you can, like you say, use your shotgun or your TMP to kind of like damage them before they get to her. Or if they're on the right or the way left, like they're nowhere near her. But if they're near her, I really suggest just using your rifle. It is, it will save you heartache. Like right there, I probably could have just pumped him full of pistol ammo or TMP ammo, but one shot to the head seemed a little easier. Then, with 3 shots left, she finally gets that second one up, and all is good in the world. And you still have to catch her. And then I do this thing where I look up her skirt again, and she goes, "Oh, Leon." But oh well. I mean, hey, whatever. All right, so that's it for this episode. Let's play Resident Evil 4. What's past that waterway? How do we get through here? You guys are gonna have to find out next time. Have a good day.